It's a few minutes after 5 on Monday, May the 2nd, and would like to welcome everyone to our City Council meeting. We'll call this meeting to order, and if everyone would please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, Deb.
Don.
Here.
Jody.
Here.
Harley.
Here.
Brad.
Here.
Rodney.
Here.
Tyler.
Here.
Thank you. We do have a quorum. Thank you, everyone, for coming this evening. Agenda item number 4, to approve the agenda. I would like to amend the agenda this evening and move agenda item number 22 up to the first one right under new business. That's with the Chamber of Commerce and Vicky, and so I'd like to move that one up.
Move to approve the amended agenda.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Vote please, Deb.
Don.
Yes.
Jody.
Yes.
Harley.
Yes.
Brad.
Yes.
Rodney.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried. Across the mayor's desk, last Wednesday was Administrative Professionals Day. And I just want to thank Mary Kuhlman for serving in this role here at City Hall. Mary's often the voice on the phone, and she's the face at the front door when you first walk in. So she's certainly a friendly and a helpful person, and we appreciate what she does here for the staff and the public. And then this week, May the 1st through the 7th, is Professional Municipal Clerks Week. So we want to recognize our City Clerk, Deb Bell, and our Deputy City Clerk, Nancy Lindell. They do a lot of work behind the scenes to keep our city running smoothly. City clerks are instrumental in documenting and maintaining public records and making sure that that information is available to the public. So thank you very much for what you do. Does the council have anything that they would like to share? Okay, hearing none, we'll move to agenda item number 6, update from the city administrator.
Just want to remind folks that the spring cleanup days is coming up, so that will be Friday, May 6th and Saturday, May 7th down at Veterans Park. And then for those that can't take anything they have to drop off to the park themselves, the Moore Winds Kiwanis Club, they are having passed, and again this year, assisting elderly and disabled residents in picking up items Saturday morning, so folks can contact them. But spring cleanup here, May 6th and 7th. And then also just want to remind folks that the summer rec programs, majority of them are now open for registration, so they can stop in City Hall or go to the city website to sign up for those.
Okay, thank you, Jacob. Agenda item number 7, this is the citizens' opportunity to address the council with any item that's not on the agenda tonight. Is there anyone here in the council chambers that would like to speak? And is there anyone on the phone? No one? Okay, thank you. We'll move to number 8 then. This is the consent agenda, and that includes approving the minutes from our April 18th council meeting, approve the bills to be paid this cycle, approve a Class C liquor license for Emeralds and a Class C liquor license for Columbia Hall Association, and approve Jacob's administrator's report.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
We have a motion from Harley, second from Jody. Any discussion? Hearing none, vote please, Deb.
Don.
Yes.
Jody.
Yes.
Harley.
Yes.
Brad.
Yes.
Rodney.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried, thank you. Agenda item number 9 is a public hearing. It's 5:05, and we'll go ahead and we'll open that public hearing, and this is on an application for voluntary annexation. This is, yeah.
Pharmacist Mutual Insurance Company had submitted an application for voluntary annexation for 2 parcels of property that they own. The map you see up here on the screen, you originally had sent the notice for 2 parcels. After the notices were sent out, it was discovered that the one parcel, the 0.57 acre parcel, that was already annexed into the city limits, just wasn't accurately depicted so on the county maps. So that item, that one's already in. So The public hearing tonight and the resolution for consideration later on the agenda will just be for that 7.18 acre parcel. Other than the information from the county regarding the annexation of the one property previously, we have not received any other comments.
Okay. Hearing none, it's 5:06, and we will close the public hearing then on agenda item number 9. And it's 5:07, and we will open the public hearing then on agenda item number 10, and this is a public hearing concerning the 2022 street improvement project.
This is on the 2022 street improvement project, our mill and overlay improvements. Includes the reconstruction of several areas of curb and gutter, sidewalks, and then the milling and overlay of various streets throughout the city. Approximately the equivalent of 30 blocks. The engineer's project estimate for construction was $1,686,179. We have not received any comments regarding the hearing notice.
Okay. It's 5:08, and we will close in the public hearing on agenda item number 10. And we'll move to agenda item number 11, and that also is a public hearing. It's 5:08. And we will open that public hearing, and this is a public hearing on the 2022 South Park Pickleball Courts project.
This would be to construct 2 new pickleball courts down in South Park where the aquatic center is at the site of the former handball court. The engineer's estimate of probable cost is $189,291.89. We have not received any comments since the notice was published.
Okay?
I'm surprised. I thought people would be going, is it done yet?
And sorry, just I misstated the estimate. The engineer's estimate was $198,450.
Okay. It's 5:09, and we will close that public hearing. We will move then to agenda item, actually number 22. We're going to move that up first under new business, and this is a request for street closures with the Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you for moving us up. We appreciate that. Not that we don't love to hear everything that's going on with the city, but I sent a list to Jacob and to Deb last week. I did have a mistake in one of the dates for Party in the Park, though. It should be Wednesday, August 10th, and I had included Wednesday, August 13th. So what we're asking for is the 3 Party in the Park events on June 8th, July 6th, and August 10th, with the committee's plan to have activities that would need to move into the street on Nebraska Street out in front of the Carnegie Lawn area. The time of the event is 5:30 to 7:30, so typically if we do no parking after 3 o'clock, we're in pretty good shape. And we'll work with Farmers Market as far as access for the July and August dates. They won't be having Wednesday night Farmers Market yet, correct, Joanne? In June, so just July. Yep. So that is the Party in the Park request. Founder's Day, it's a little more complicated, but as I also included a copy of the parade route, which I'm sure that you've probably already seen. I don't know if Joanne has shared that with you, but we are adding a parade this year, which we're very excited about. We think people will enjoy that. So these street closures include the Friday activities and the Saturday activities, and there wouldn't be anything that would require street closings on Sunday or Thursday night. And then the last one, this also does not include Band Day, but I think you get all of that from Bo Miller. That comes directly from him. We have an event that was formerly called the Taste of Algona that we have renamed to Last Call Before Fall. And we are planning that for Saturday, September 24th. Any questions with the streets in question or the ones that we are wanting to use?
Only your last one, the last call before fall, are you gonna change that up a little?
We are changing it up a little bit. We were hoping that we will have some activities sponsored by the businesses located on State Street. We're opening it up to all chamber member businesses, whether they're on State Street or not, but they can contact us and we can maybe set them up, whether they're in front of the chamber office or in front of a business that isn't typically open on Saturday afternoons. We are reaching out to some wineries and breweries. The reason for the change has to do more with the fact that wineries and breweries no longer have to give their product away because people are now aware of everything that they offer. So if they come to an event, a lot of times they typically charge. So we are making it more of a fall festival than we are just a wine and beer tasting. And we are focusing on a family-friendly event because we want to have activities for the kids. If you go to a fall festival, like at a pumpkin patch or something, just games that people would typically see there.
That sounds like fun.
Any other questions?
Seems like all pretty normal, except for the adding the parade a
Yep.
little bit more on that. Thank you for planning all the activities and making them available to the community. So I'd make a motion, we approve the street closures.
Second. We have a motion from Rodney, second from Brad. Any discussion? Hearing none, vote please, Deb.
Don,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Harley,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Rodney,
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vicki. Thanks. Okay, we'll move to agenda item number 12, and this is the second reading of an ordinance amending the official zoning map.
This map rezones the property along Highway 18 just west of Pharmacist Mutual's offices at 808 Highway 18 West. It's currently zoned agricultural. The zoning amendment would change it to Highway Service Business District.
Motion to waive the second reading.
Second.
We have a motion from Rodney, second from Don to waive the second reading. Any discussion? Hearing none, vote please, Deb.
Don,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Harley,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Rodney,
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Motion to approve the second reading.
Second.
Motion and a second then to approve the second reading. Any discussion? Hearing none, vote please, Deb.
Don,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Harley,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Rodney,
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. Agenda item number 13, this is also a second reading of an ordinance amending the Algona zoning map.
This ordinance is to impose a planned residential unit development overlay, or PRUD, district. It would be located at the corner of Spruce Street and Finn Drive. The PRUD would allow to develop 3 attached single-family dwellings or triplex style, with having a potentially 0 lot line setback, with the lot lines running down the future shared party walls.
Make a motion to waive the second reading.
Second.
We have a motion from Brad, a second from Tyler to waive this second reading. Any discussion? Vote please, Deb.
Don,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Harley,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Rodney,
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you.
Make a motion to approve the second reading.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the second reading. Any discussion? Hearing none, vote please, Deb.
Don,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Harley,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Rodney,
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. Agenda item number 14, this is an ordinance pertaining to no parking areas and temporary stop signs. This is the first reading.
This is an ordinance that we designed after the school district was here at our last meeting. It takes out the temporary stop signs at Obie Line Middle School, adds a few stop signs that we did not have in the ordinance. It also takes out the section of temporary stop signs and moves those up to the school zone stop signs. It was kind of ambiguous which section it really belonged in. So we moved them all up to school crossing designated. So we added the 3 at Sample Street there at the high school by the Performing Arts Center. We added Kennedy and Jerome Street. We added North Street at Moore Street. We also added McCoy Street at Walnut Street. When McCoy Street is reconstructed, they will have electronic stop signs at Walnut and Maple, but the ordinance only had it listed at Walnut. We also added some no parking zones, mainly for up around Bryant School. They have a school bus drop-off that we did not have set in the ordinance on Dodge Street and also around the corner on Lucas Street. So that sets that as a no parking area during school time. We also discussed on North Street, 1 parking space on North just past, what is it, Dodge? And then 2 on this side of, that's what street it is, but the next block down. For ease to get around the temporary stop signs, because North Street is kind of narrow, and then you've got cars parked along the south side of North Street. It's hard to maneuver around the stop signs. It also calls for a no parking zone on Orchard Street from Hale Street down to the dead end as a fire lane for the middle school. Is there any questions?
Well, it just sounds like there was a lot of cleaning up needed to
Yeah.
be done
A lot of
besides the
cleaning up,
updating.
I just want to know, one thing that we also did include in there was defining when the temporary stop signs are to be on, so it's 45 minutes before the start of the school day, 45 minutes after, and then 45 minutes before the end of the school day, and 45 minutes after.
Okay. Is there a motion to waive the first reading here?
Move to waive the first reading.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to waive this first reading. Any discussion?
Paul, just a quick question. Am I okay to vote on the readings at least and not until it comes to adoption?
Yeah, you can.
Just as a school board member, I just wanted to ask.
I don't consider this a conflict.
Okay, then that's fine.
It's
That's great.
yeah, so Rodney, if you feel uncomfortable, you certainly can.
No,
can
it's fine.
abstain, But I don't see it as a conflict.
No, I think it's cleanup language. We've needed to do it regardless, just
Yeah.
looking at the cities.
Good
Yeah.
question, though.
Okay, vote please, Deb.
Don,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Harley.
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Rodney,
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried to waive the first reading.
Move to approve the first reading.
Second.
We have a motion and a second then to approve the first reading. Any discussion? Hearing none, vote please, Deb.
Don,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Harley,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Rodney,
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. Agenda item number 15, this is a resolution approving voluntary annexation.
This is the item we had the public hearing on the application from Pharmacist Mutual. Just to reiterate what we shared in the public hearing, the annexation is just for the one parcel ending in 016.
Motion to approve resolution.
Second.
We have a motion from Rodney, second from Tyler. Any discussion? Hearing none, vote please, Deb.
Don,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Harley,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Rodney,
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried. Agenda item number 16, this is a resolution concerning the 2022 street improvement project, mill and overlay.
Wes Brown, city engineer from Bolton Range, is here, and he will provide some information on this as well as the next couple agenda items.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. So we opened bids, I believe it was last week, for this project and received 3 bids. Should be in your packet there. As Jacob had earlier mentioned, the engineer's estimate was $1,686,000, give or take. Bids did come in a little higher. We kind of anticipated that just with oil prices going up, fuel increases and other material increases. So it did come in higher. We have 3 bids that we'd received. One from Blacktop Service Company in the amount of $2,108,724. That was the low bid. And then we received one from Heartland Asphalt and Castor Construction as well. We reviewed the bids and just to make note of some of the increases that we saw. So compared to last year, the price of asphalt went from last year's mill and overlay project to this year, went from $65 a ton up to $96 a ton. So like a 45% increase or so. Now last year's pricing was considerably lower than we had anticipated last year too, so we did get some good pricing last year on the asphalt. Kind of saw the same thing with the concrete. The curb in particular went from about $27 a foot last year on last year's project to about $51 this year, so sizable increase there. So just seeing a lot of inflation out there, but also comparing to last year, we had much better pricing last year even at the time. So at this point, I think there was an alternate bid that was included for Wooster Street. We put that in there in case the pricing did come in favorable. But at this point, I think staff's recommendation is to eliminate that alternate from the bid and just go with the base bid of the $2,108,724 to Blacktop Service Company. So, any questions?
Thank you, Wes.
Make a motion then to accept the Blacktop Service bid for the mill and overlay projects.
I'll second.
Motion from Rodney, second from Jody. Any discussion? Vote please, Deb.
Don,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Harley.
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Rodney.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. And then agenda item number 17 is another resolution concerning the mill and overlay projects. Wes.
And yes, this is the engineering services agreement for the construction services for that project, for the on-site observation, construction administration, and those services. So this would put us, I guess, in place to do those, to provide that during that construction project.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion from Harley, second from Tyler. Okay. Any discussion? Vote please, Deb.
Don,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Harley.
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Rodney.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. And agenda item number 18, this is a resolution concerning the South Park Pickleball Court project. Wes.
Yeah, so this project was also bid last week, and this one actually came in favorable. We had 2 bids that we'd received. Engineer's estimate, as Jacob had mentioned, was $198,450. We received a low bid from Erpelding Excavating for $189,291 and some change, and then a bid from Graves Construction for $217,421. So with that bid coming in favorable, we'd recommend approval.
Move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion from Don, second from Rodney. Any discussion? Vote please, Deb.
Don,
Yes.
Jody.
Yes.
Harley.
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Rodney.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried.
And
Thank
that
you.
one's looking to, I'm sorry, that was
Oh.
looking to start soon. I mean, the pickleball area is,
I have not heard a schedule on it yet.
Okay.
I don't know if that was mentioned at all at the bid opening ticket. I wasn't at the bid opening.
okay.
No, once we.
I know that was our project to try to get done as early as possible to be used through possible this year.
It's got to stop raining.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
It will.
Okay. Very good. Thank you, Wes.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 19, this is a resolution pertaining to Orchard Street.
So this just says a formal documentation for the school's request, since it's going to be an ongoing item as opposed to a one-time closure. We're just putting on the record with the resolution, but this would allow them to close the section of Orchard Street as needed before and after at the school, start and end times as well as during events. It would just be that section east of Hale Street.
Anybody had any questions today? I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, vote please, Deb.
Don,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Harley,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Rodney,
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried, thank you. Agenda item number 20, then this is a resolution pertaining to the, Keek Industrial Park.
This resolution approves a temporary stormwater drainage plan as well as waiving the requirements for stormwater retention on site under City Code Chapter 13.22 for development of Lot 7 of the Peak Industrial Park, as discussed during the work session. Lot 7 and its drainage for the surface runoff will be provided for by the regional drainage system within the industrial park. So that is justification for issuing the waiver. And then the temporary drainage plan would be for that east third of Lot 7 and making accommodations there on Outlot C until a permanent stormwater management facility is constructed by the city.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion from Harley, second from Don. Any discussion? Vote please, Deb.
Don,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Harley,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Rodney,
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried, thank you. Agenda item number 21, this is a resolution approving EMS training agreements.
The city for several years has provided those interested in becoming EMTs with a financial assistance agreement to pay for those classes. So this approves a agreement with Summer Calby to pay for the EMT class that she would take, and then that loan will be forgiven once if she has been a volunteer with Algona EMS for 24 months and then worked at least 4 complete shifts each month for 24 months.
Move to approve.
Yep. Second.
We have a motion from Don, second from Rodney. Any discussion? Roll call, Deb?
Don,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Harley,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Rodney,
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried, thank you. Agenda item number 22, we did earlier. Move to agenda item number 23. This is to approve a pay application.
This pay application is for the 2021 Moore Snap-on Drive project. Pay application is the amount of $2,027.30. More or less what's left to be finished on that project is touch-up grading and then seeding, after which we'll approve a final pay application, accept the project and release retainage. Right now, we're just waiting for things to warm up a bit before we do that.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion from Harley, second from Tyler. Any discussion? Vote please, Deb.
Don,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Harley,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Rodney,
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried. Agenda item number 24 is to set a public hearing.
This is a public hearing on proposed budget amendment for FY 21-2022. Just a quick, what the reason for the amendment requirements are is to, on our revenues, account for reimbursements from the DOT on the Main Street construction project, as well as the grant from the Wellmark Foundation for Central Park, and then the city's ARPA funds that they received this year. Also for reimbursement from AMU for their portion of the 2021 street projects, and the RISE grant reimbursement from the DOT, which partially funded Snap-on Drive. And then on the expenses, removing McCoy Street from the 2022 budget, since those costs will all be incurred now in '23. And then just doing some correcting for some reason on how the budget sheets got put together on the budget sheets for the fire department fire truck payments, just to get those numbers aligned up. So this is just saying public hearing for May 16th at 5 o'clock. The good news is that our revenues are going way up and our expenses are going way down.
So it's good.
Motion to approve public hearing date.
I'll second.
A motion from Rodney, second from Jody to approve this public hearing date. Any discussion? Roll call, Deb?
Don,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Harley.
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Rodney.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Motion carried, thank you. Agenda item number 25, this is the notice of resignation and future appointment to the Board of Adjustment. And a little background, Mike Denny, who has served on the Board of Adjustment, notified the city that he needs to resign as he'll be moving out of the city limits as of the 31st of May. So his term expires the 28th of January 2025, and this is just the first notification, but this is a council appointment there. And then agenda item number 26, this is also a notice of resignation and future appointment to the Retail Revolving Loan Fund. And a little background there, Sandy Batt has resigned upon her retirement from AMU. So there's a new member that needs to be appointed to fill that position. And her term expires September 30th, 2023. And this is a mayoral appointment. So, and this is just the first notification. So with that, I did forget earlier, I want to thank Riker Brindley for being our videographer this evening. So that brings us to the end of our published agenda, and it is 5:33, and I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. The meeting is adjourned, so thank you everyone for attending.